Hey Aquarius, welcome to my channel, Heart to Heart Love Messages. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you are already subscribed here, welcome back. So today I have a love message from your person. This message will pick up on how your person is currently feeling about you, how they're currently viewing you and your connection, as well as what is their mental and emotional process at this time. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get a very clear and concise message from your angels.
Wow, so the first card we have here is Beyond What You Can See. The energy of that card is very, very intense. So I'm getting that there's something that's being overlooked in your connection. And because your person couldn't see it, they were about to make a wrong turn or make a very permanent decision due to a temporary feeling, okay? So at this time, your person may definitely appear to be aloof or kind of up in their heads a bit, and this is because they are. The energy of this is coming through really, really intense. It's almost as if a higher power is trying to get your person's attention, kind of trying to center their focus on something. There's something that they're having a hard time understanding about your connection, and it's causing them a great deal of frustration because whatever this is, it feels like it's literally right in front of their faces, but it also feels hidden, okay? So at this time, they feel divinely guided in a way that feels very different, but also very personal to them. But there's a focus here about you, Divine Feminine, on them kind of viewing you in a way that's beyond what they can see as well. And what's interesting is that it feels like there's been a clear separation here. So if you're curious as to how your person is currently viewing you, it's literally changing as we speak. Whatever is being highlighted to them at this time, whatever they're being shown by this higher power, it's not necessarily about you as a person. This is about your energy or the energy of your connection and how it affects your masculine, their thought process, their actions, okay? So they're being asked to completely separate your energy from your actual person. So instead of them focusing on your external, they're being guided to go and focus on your internal. This is very deep. So this message may be very specific, okay? But it's coming across as if your person is currently operating in the unseen realm. And I'm picking up on a masculine energy that is very, very powerful. They're very spiritual as well. Maybe not in the traditional sense, but they're very, very privy, to the unseen realm as well. So there could be a lot of 5D activity at this time. And this is definitely happening whether you are in contact with them or not. So I feel like this is giving you a deeper look into your masculine's internal process. So I'm picking up on a Divine Feminine where you're currently wondering how your person is viewing you, but this is a more spiritual energy here, okay? You're thinking about how they're viewing you, how they view your internal process, more of the spiritual aspect of your connection. And I feel like this reading is definitely, unpacking that here with this Beyond What You Can See card. It's coming through very, very powerful, okay? So there's something about your energy. It's like they've entered into this sacred exchange with the universe, and they're kind of being guided to explore a certain aspect of your connection. So this is a masculine who may be confused by you in some kind of way, or confused by how you do something, and they deeply desire to understand you, okay? But not in the way that you think. They're not focused on what's in front of them. They're not focused on what it is that you're saying or what it is that you're doing. This is a much deeper energy here. And this is a process that they're kind of being walked through, with a higher power. Because if they were to try and navigate this by themselves, it's coming through almost as if they wouldn't be able to see clearly, or maybe something about you would be overlooked. So if you feel your person pulling on you energetically at this time, this is definitely why, okay? You may not have any idea how much they're actually studying you, okay? And this is something that they feel is very impulsive, meaning that it's kind of out of their control. They're being guided to do this in some kind of way. So I feel like they could definitely be being shown something about your love story. But whatever this is, it definitely feels very spiritual, because the way it's being approached is kind of really cautious and with great detail, okay? Yeah, this may be very, very specific. I can already feel the energy here. Let's get the next message. Okay, the next message we have here is, you're my weakness. Okay, so if your person were to be 100% real with you, Divine Feminine, there are times when they have completely wanted to walk away from this connection. I'm picking up on a masculine that is, there's a vast difference between their external and their internal process. They don't let people in easily, okay? And this is a person that is kind of capable of being able to kind of walk away from things that they feel no longer serve them in some kind of way. And this is not in a malicious way, but when they feel like someone has kind of served their purpose, they don't allow people to just linger in their lives, in their space. This is a very firm masculine energy, okay? But they're learning something about your energy, Divine Feminine. So recently they've been going through this very spiritual process where they're separating you from your energy. And what they've learned is that whatever you're made of, okay, however you were created, they feel like you have something that they can't really walk away from. This is a powerful masculine energy, but you are absolutely their weakness in this way. And this is very reciprocal, okay? So you may feel this way about them as well. You may be a feminine energy where when you're done with something, you're done, okay? You don't allow things to linger in your space as well. But when it comes to your person, you know, they may be your weakness in this way. This is how the energy is coming through. So you both may have been here many, many times, okay? And I feel like your person is currently learning why this happens or why they do this impulsively. So this is someone who you may have gone through many separations with. There may have been moments where everything is high energy and high vibing, and you are connecting and, you know, building intimacy, and then something happens and the connection just fades out. I'm not getting anything malicious. I'm just getting something like, with the energy of this connection, I definitely feel like there is divine timing kind of playing out, and things may happen in a way where you both don't really understand, but it just happens, okay? And I'm definitely getting that a lot. When this happens, it does not make sense to your person at all, okay? They often try to compare your connection with other 3D connections, and this is where they absolutely go wrong, okay? This is why the universe had to step in, or higher power had to step in, to show them that you are not the same, Divine Feminine. Your energy is not the same. And this connection is one that they're not really able to measure by these standards. And although this is true, you know, when you're dealing with this type of dynamic, it's very, very triggering. Because this is a masculine, like I said, that's very, very firm in this way. Your person deeply desires to have a point of reference, okay? So this is why they may unconsciously try to compare your connection to other 3D connections, okay? And this is how they measure things in, you know, other things in their lives. But with you, Divine Feminine, it's like they're being completely, it's like they're being asked to completely focus on things beyond what they see in front of them, okay? This connection that I'm tapping into is very high intensity, but also highly sensitive as well. So this is a feminine energy that feels things very intensely when it comes to this masculine energy. And they want you to know that, I feel like what's being highlighted here is that they go through these moments as well, okay? The intensity, the longing, the needing to see you, especially when you go through these periods of separation where a higher power steps in and for whatever reason, you both are kind of sent your separate ways to kind of learn something or develop in some kind of way here. They want you to know that they feel this too. There's also something coming through about eye contact. So this masculine may love looking into your eyes. This also may be the thing that they find most beautiful about you, divine feminine. But what's being highlighted here is that they're currently being shown why you stand out from everyone else, okay? Because they may be very triggered and want to make a decision that could be counterproductive to your connection, okay? Because it's ego driven, it's not coming from their heart space. So if it's one thing that they want you to know at this time is that they've always kind of had this inner battle when it comes to you, wondering why you make them feel different, why you trigger them, okay, why things have kind of played out the way they have over the duration of your connection. You will be surprised to know that they feel the same feelings that you do. They have the same questions that you do, okay? I'm also getting something about specific synchronicities, okay? So they see signs, okay, that are very specific to you. So they could see your birthday a lot or something just super, super specific to you. This is a connection that's highly in sync. Okay, so this may be something that is very highly sensitive, I'm getting, and very triggering to the both of you. I don't feel like this is intentional, but because of the sensitivity of the connection, this is definitely how it's coming through, okay? And I feel like this is also giving you a look at your masculine's internal process to kind of see how they are triggered in this way and how it definitely affects them emotionally, okay? Let's get the next message here. Wow. The next message we have is, this is your sign, okay? If you're resonating with this message so far, there's definitely a higher power over your connection, okay? This is a highly spiritual dynamic that I'm tapping into, and like I said before, this may be specific, okay, because there's definitely something happening within your dynamic at this time, okay? But I'm getting clearly that your person has just received an urgent message or a sign about you, divine feminine, because for the longest time, what's been overlooked within your connection is the fact that this is not a typical 3D relationship. And your person may have been unknowingly navigating your connection in this way. This is why you trigger them, or why this connection is very triggering to the both of you, because there's no room for anything 3D. It just naturally doesn't exist within this dynamic. But your masculine may tend to create it just out of comfort. And this is what may cause delays and kind of misunderstandings of their energy. So if you're wondering how your masculine is currently viewing you, they're definitely viewing you from the inside out, because there's a vast difference between your internal and external energy. So they're stepping away from trying to force this connection to be a third dimensional connection. So they've separated viewing you in this way, and this has given them a deeper understanding of who you are individually and merged with them, okay? What's also interesting is that I'm getting that this influence, this spiritual influence, okay, it's kind of causing them to take this approach in their day-to-day lives as well. And this is helping them to clearly see what God is trying to show them in every area of their lives. You know, because a lot of times we get caught up in titles and history and the positions that people hold in our lives. But if we were to just analyze their energy, it would put a lot into perspective for us. And this is where your person is. So if you're resonating with this so far, your masculine was definitely about to make a decision because they were triggered by you or by your connection in some kind of way. But a higher power has stepped in and given them this urgent message about you. This is a process where they're being asked to fully analyze and understand the energetic aspect of your connection, because they were definitely making decisions based upon what was right in front of them. But this is a completely different type of dynamic, okay? And they're learning to treat it as such, okay? I honestly feel like this could also be a sign for the divine feminine as well, who may be wondering how your connection triggers your masculine and why they may respond so impulsively to you, okay? So I feel like this is definitely a clear message to both of you that this connection is sacred. And you can't always base it off of what's in front of you. There's always something happening energetically. And that may be a very challenging aspect of this dynamic, okay? This is also confirmation, I'm getting here, that your masculine has been shown that your energy is a very powerful piece of them. Something that they can never be separated from in the energetic sense. So no matter what it may look like physically, okay? So yeah, they were definitely about to make a hasty decision based off of what was in front of them. So this may be a period of confusion. And I feel like a higher power definitely has given them some type of clarity and understanding of you and your energy and how this directly influences their lives, okay? Wow, this is really, really intense energy. Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message we have here is you deserve better. So divine feminine, whether you know this or not, this is a masculine who absolutely manifested you into their lives. There's something here about the way that you both align that's sticking out. It's almost as if you were magnetically drawn to one another for a very specific reason. Before you came in contact with your person, you both were aligned with people who had no idea who you truly were. I'm picking up on a connection where your energies are extremely potent, okay? And this is kind of played out in your love life and how you directly relate to other people. So divine feminine, your masculine is kind of unlocking this energetic code that's transforming how they view you and how they interact with you moving forward. The way it's coming through is that a higher power has stepped in because you were literally set on their path to make them realize that they do deserve better. But this is much deeper. This is a masculine energy who's realizing that they have come face to face with their energetic equivalent. But the way that they were choosing to navigate your connection was all wrong. So their intentions may have been good, but their actions could have been very, very misleading, okay? There's a heavy focus on the overall energy right now. It's like the way that I'm even viewing this is kind of in an energetic sense, okay? And so I feel like this is how your masculine could be seeing things right now, totally different. They've stepped into a timeline where everything is changing and shifting the way that they view people overall. And now everything is literally from the inside out. But what's sticking out here is how they met you. This is a very powerful but also dual energy. So you both have felt this about one another. You feel as if you were literally made for one another. And this feeling has been super intense from day one, but not in the traditional sense. The way it's coming across is that you two are the only ones who truly know who you are, okay? As far as your souls, as far as your energetic makeup, okay? So you've explored other people on your journeys and they simply could not handle your energy. But this masculine feels like you can handle them in every sense of the word. So this is physically, mentally, emotionally, and sexually, okay? There were many times where their energy has been misread, but you just get them, okay? You understand them and what they're trying to convey to you on all levels. The feminine energy that I'm tapping into is literally the embodiment of the divine feminine. And I'm picking up that there are many masculines that you may have come in contact with that made you feel unbalanced in some kind of way. This is how your masculine has felt with other feminine energies as well. But the dynamic that you both create when you are together is one that other people may literally feel when they're in your presence. It's very powerful. I'm also getting something about you both receiving very blatant signs that you deserve better. So you could have been in a very transitional point when you came in contact with one another, or your person could have awakened you to like a whole nother reality in this sense, okay? But it's almost like a higher power wanted you both to see through one another that you deserve someone who can handle your energy and all that you are spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. So this may explain this very kind of uncanny feeling that you both have about one another. It's kind of like this silent agreement on how you engage one another and how you treat one another. It's very sacred. And your person really hopes that you don't misread them in this way. So they may have never told you this, but they kind of view your energy as top tier, divine feminine. Everything about how you love them definitely sends them a powerful message about who they are, and they also reaffirm you in this way as well, okay? So let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message we have here is, now I know your worth. I'm picking up on a feminine energy that may feel at times highly misunderstood within your connection. So there are things that you feel internally that may often get lost in translation when it comes to your masculine. So you may ask yourself a lot if your energy is being properly received or even felt by your person. Because there's definitely been a disconnect here, but not in the way that you may think. It's coming through as if you and your person have been processing your emotions in a very, very different way. But now they're beginning to understand you on a much deeper level. And this is actually something that they've always wanted and desired, to be closer to you in this way. Because you are someone who has a lot of depth and someone who is highly intuitive, okay, there's so much more to you than meets the eye. And your person wishes that they can kind of read your mind in this way because they feel like it would give them deeper access to you. And this is what's happening at this time, okay? I'm picking up that you read them very, very well. But oftentimes they may feel like you're either saying something without saying it, or that they have to kind of decode what you are saying. And this has been a source of frustration for them for a while. And also you have this way where you show them things, or you rather mirror them in a way where they feel extremely exposed, even during periods of separation. So there are things that have happened to them personally where they know you are the center of it, divine feminine. And they don't even need proof. They just know, they just feel it on a soul level. Like, I don't think you understand just how you move your person with your energy alone. So wherever you are on your journey, especially if you are in low contact or no contact, or going through some type of separation right now, your masculine wants you to know that they absolutely understand your worth. They know who you are, and they know what this means to them, okay? But there were moments where they tried to go about things in an adverse way. So by now, them having this kind of energetic access to you, they see all of you and they love what they see, okay? I also just got the word alluring very, very clearly. So this is a masculine who is highly attracted to you in every sense of the word. And this, I feel like this kind of adds to the impulsivity and the intensity, you know, that kind of drives their actions. The physical attraction and the fire that burns for you can be a little distracting to them, okay? So you may be naturally seductive in this way. And seduction is so much more than sexual energy. It's you having this powerful ability to influence with your mind, your heart, your body, and your energy. Okay, I feel like I'm tapping into a feminine energy who's kind of mastered this element of yourself, and it makes your masculine absolutely weak for you. okay? And they feel like this is definitely something that adds to your value and your worth, okay, and how they see you as a whole. Okay, let's get the last message here. Wow. So the last message we have is, I was trying to protect you. Intense energy there, okay? This connection is highly protected, okay? And they know this. I feel like this last card here is definitely the urgent message that they received. So they're soon going to realize that they were being protected from doing something that they may have regretted when it comes to you. This connection is tied to something so much more bigger than what you both can see at this time. And I feel like this is going to be revealed to the both of you. But right now, your masculine is definitely undergoing a very sacred spiritual upgrade. And this is allowing them to understand that the heart wants what it wants. It's way more powerful than you can imagine. And love is definitely the highest vibration on this planet. It's the center of all creations. So they were stopped dead in their tracks here, okay? From doing something, from making a decision, from taking an action, from doing something that would have been counterproductive to the trajectory of your connection, okay? And what's being highlighted to them is that they are a very powerful masculine energy, and they were created for very powerful feminine energy. So if you were ever wondering if this is indeed a higher level connection, there's definitely a higher power over your connection, and it's been this way since day one. Your masculine is at this time being shown how to open their heart space and to view life through the lens of love, because this is the only way they're going to be able to make sound decisions and to truly align with what, you know, God has for them. I really feel like this is the energy of two people who are absolutely destined to be together. It feels like your connection is way deeper than you may realize, almost as if the universe or this higher power wants you two together, okay? And so much so that when your masculine kind of gets out of line, or they're about to make a decision that could potentially negatively affect you, spill over into your connection, there's this kind of divine intervention that happens. It's like you don't even have to do a thing, divine feminine. This is very sacred, powerful energy here. And this is definitely one of the reasons your person knows how important you are, because when it comes to you, it's like a higher power will literally step in on your behalf, okay? And they can feel it. They can feel the energy of this, and this absolutely blows their mind. So yes, they've definitely received a major warning sign or some type of urgent message concerning you and an upcoming action that they were planning to take towards you. So there definitely may be an exchange between the both of you in the near future, but they are absolutely rethinking and replanning their approach for a more positive outcome, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. If you resonated with this message, be sure to hit the like button on the way out. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.